welcome collectives. My name is Ora-gen and this is the Ora-gen channel. I want to welcome you back, whatever time of day it is for you that you have found this video. I am so happy that you are here with me now. Okay, so let's go on ahead and get into the energy for today. Guys, as always, if you have tea, coffee, whatever you are sipping on, take a moment with me, bring that into the space, and we're going to just dive into this energy and see what is happening for the collectives. So today's message is associated with another download. This one was super interesting because once again, it was actually kind of just like really out there, but I was like, hey, I got to give the message. So this download actually had to do with someone in the energy here whose whole goal is to work with these kinds of experiences. Someone in the energy whose whole goal is to work with these kinds of experiences. So the kinds of experiences that were coming up when this download occurred was like somebody who has the ability to go up against or combat or transmute or kind of disperse dense, low vibrational energies. And that could be in whatever form they're showing up in their space or astrally, you know, whether it's happening when the person is resting or sleeping at night, whatever it might be, whomever this message is resonating with has a very strong ability or gift to go up against, disperse, transmute, remove dense, low vibrational energies. And so it kind of put me in a mindset of, because I'm a big anime fan, it put me in the mindset of like the Demon Slayer anime and the group of individuals who had special gifts and abilities that they, you know, were either born with or acquired, and they were called the Hashira. And the Hashira were the ones that would specifically go after, like they would search out lower vibrational entities and beings and then like, you know, basically unalive them. I'll just put it that way. So it's kind of giving me that kind of vibe here. Whoever this is like, you know, probably something like that in real life, has an ability to do this, but it's being done from an energetic aspect. Like they're able to, maybe they have like clair olfication or olfactic type abilities or gifts. So like something where they can pick up energetically on smell or something like that, energetic smells. And if you haven't like seen something like that or heard of something like that, definitely I encourage you to look that up. Olfaction, I think is what it's called. I might be saying it wrong, but it's like this gift or ability to be able to pick up on sense or smell. Like your sense of smell is very heightened. But this is in relation to like energy-based things. So things that other smells that are etheric, that others who don't have this gift can't pick up on. This individual might have a gift that allows them to be able to pick up on these energetic smells. So once again, definitely, if this is a completely new topic to you, just kind of hang out for the story today. But if this resonates with you, I mean, this is a very specific message. So if this is resonating with you, like you would know because you've been experiencing this. And it might even be like a new gift or ability that you're tapping into or noticing that you have. So very interesting message for today. We have like a real life superhero in the collective here, you know, so let's go on ahead and just pull some cards on it and just see if there's any more information. I just thought it was an interesting download. And then definitely I will try to upload another video today and maybe get into some starseed energy. So decks that I have here with me today, I do have the Starseed Oracle. I have the Green Witch Oracle deck, Moonology, and Angel's Wisdom deck. So I may not use all of them. I'm just going to start with probably the Starseed deck, and then maybe go into the Green Witch, and then we'll see, maybe we'll go into the Angel Wisdom deck. So I want to welcome everybody into the space. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day you found this video. I'm going to go on ahead and do some cleaning and clearing of the space. So if you do have a sound sensitivity, I'm going to ring my bell first today and then light my incense. I'm just going to change up the order of things. So if you do have a sound sensitivity, please do turn the device on your volume down now. Taking a nice deep inhalation and exhalation with me. Once again, welcome to the space. And I'm going to light a little bit of Palo Santo. This is morning / afternoon when this video is being recorded for me. So I'm not sure what time of day you'll catch this video, but I'm still drinking my coffee, so you're going to see me taking a few sips of that. But definitely, as I mentioned, if you have something you're sipping on, go on ahead and grab it. Heat it up, warm it up. Have a little coffee. I hope that the weather is pleasant wherever you are. I hope that you're getting a chance to take some time out during your day to do a little self-care. And if not, or you haven't done that yet, I hope that you're taking some of that time with me now. Just take a minute and tap in and tune in and maybe do this before getting on with your day. Okay, guys, we're just going to give this a little bit more fire and let that burn a little bit. And we're listening to some, because here in Michigan it's raining. It's raining and the temperature dropped quite a bit. So we're listening to some rainy day lo-fi. That's what's playing in the background today. I don't know. I'm not sure about the volume of it. Let's go on ahead and light our candle. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful. All right, guys. So we've got that set up. Oops. And I'm knocking my camera over. Okay. So we're just going to ask that only high vibrational energies, including my spirit team, remain, and that all other energies that are of lower vibration or hindering or not allowing us to see what's going on here in the energy be removed immediately. And that definitely protection and energy is with all those who are resonating with this message and the entire collective on this day and every day going forward. And so it is. Let's see what's going on here. Our opening card, which is going to be the Starseed Oracle. And per usual, guys, all of the decks are charged and pre-shuffled. I always give everything a shuffle on camera so that you can know that I am not just pulling cards and you can see the energies working. See what we have here for lead energy for this topic today. Beautiful. We're going to start with the first card on the bottom. Okay, we have Higher Eighth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Somebody longing for home and homesick for the stars? Do you feel like you're not really from this planet? Especially with the reading, the way it started out, it totally sounds like that. I mean, if you're like a whole Hashira demon slayer person, then yeah, maybe so. Wow. I should have probably grabbed, maybe I'll follow this up this evening with a starseed reading to see like what star group you're associated with. But there's definitely some starseed energy coming out here, and maybe, you know, you're aware, whomever this message is resonating with, that, you know, you're not really from here, or maybe you haven't incarnated here very many times. Deep cellular healing. So Arcturus energy. Arcturians. Well, there's the answer to my question. There's some Arcturian energy coming up here. It says physical and emotional healing. Okay. So you are somebody that probably assists others with healing. And it could be that you have like Arcturian energy. Like you have ancestral energy that is Arcturian. That's what I mean to say. Interesting. Very beautiful, though. I love the artwork on these cards, too. Somebody's standing in the halls here. This is kind of giving me Akashic energy, too. You might be somebody who recently gained access to your Akasha or your Akashic records. 7 star sisters. Wow. 7 is definitely completeness. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, and expression. This is beautiful. Look at that. Really nice energy to start. Yeah, so it looks like you're part of a group. Might be several of you who relate to this message. Like I said, it's very specific. It may not be a lot of people. But you're related to, more than likely here, the Arcturian group or the Arcturian energy. There might be feelings or emotions that come up when you look at the stars, or you look at images of the stars, or different star systems and constellations. You might feel drawn to them. Maybe in some cases more so than you do earthy things. You might be a person that's drawn to celestial topics or things, maybe astrology or astrological things. Yeah, and you're in the process of birthing new creations right now at this time. These have to do with your gifts or your skill sets associated with some of your past ancestral energy. This is part of your tapestry of life, or really like your soul path. These things are woven into your Akasha. So when you are engaging with activities, works that are associated with these things that are woven into your Akasha, you are actually going to feel more in alignment. You're going to feel more connected. You're going to feel more enlivened. I think that's a word. You're going to feel more excited and enlivened about what you're doing here. Because if we really have a longing for the stars, you know, we're not super earthy people, definitely I encourage you to ground out. Grounding out can help. Gaia can definitely assist in these areas, but this one wanted to pop. If you are more of a celestial person than an earthy person, get involved in activities that feel connected for you. Like, you know, get a telescope and do stargazing in the evenings, or, you know, go to places where the stars or the sky is more clear and there's less light pollution, so that way you can observe the sky. You know, get into, you know, astronomy and, you know, learning more about the sky, the constellations. Like doing things that connect you with that energy that feels good for you can help you with this like longing for home energy. And then we have jump in, Andromedan energy. We have somebody here in the collective that connects with Andromedan energy. Adventure, say yes to change. Look at that. So here's a call for whomever this message is resonating with, you know, to really jump into an adventurous energy, to change some things up. And it looks like if you're, once again, having a longing, you know, for celestial things or things that have to do with, you know, your starseed origins, finding new ways to tap into that might mean making some changes. Like maybe things that you do recreationally, or maybe some hobbies and things that you pick up that feel connective. Also dealing with other groups of people who have similar energy or are connected to similar things as you could be very healing. So maybe there's some energy here in the 7 Star Sisters that there's soul group or soul tribe that you can connect with that would feel more like home for you, or feel more connective like home. Also, there's an energy here that your some of your spirit team or your guides might be energies resonating with you from that collective, that Starseed collective. So like we have Arcturian energy and Andromedan energy on the table. You might have guides or spirit team that is assisting you from those collectives. And that might be why, you know, you have strong urges to engage with your life in a certain way that you don't really even understand. It's just always been with you. It might be part of that, Starseed heritage. But whatever the case, you're being encouraged to make some changes now to really tap into these abilities that you have and understanding more about them and also just connecting with them. Yeah, we have surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. That's beautiful. Yeah, so finding ways to connect and tap in with your life that feels like, look, I mean, this is paradisiac right here. Like finding ways to create paradise right now in your life. What are areas that need to shift that could help you to really feel more connected with who you are as a person and really how to tap into that? And like I mentioned before, nature is a big one. Also water. Water for somebody. Maybe that Venus energy, whoever is resonating with that. Spending time with others, being around water, being around nature, you know, engaging in activities that feel, you know, really rooted in that loving energy, that Venus energy. Yeah, water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Self-care, guys. Whoever is resonating with this message, please check to see if your self-care regimen needs to be updated, because this energy keeps coming in. It might be that our routine was fine for where we were at, but it might need to shift, and that is okay. Like, we are fluid beings. We are not static. So a routine that we had a year ago is not going to be the same routine we need even 6 months later. We have to constantly check in with ourselves. So there's that. Just a PSA on, you know, and a quick commercial break on self-care. But also going back to this water theme and earthing, grounding, and how this can actually be connective, even if you're more of an astral type person or a person that is connected with the stars. You know, Mother Gaia can assist with connection in all areas. So tapping into the present moment, sitting in nature and in water, you know, hiking, sitting under trees, even just sitting outside on your deck, your porch, your front porch, your stoop, whatever. These things can be helpful as well too, going for walks and of course taking in sunshine. Also, we see here like the moon and that star energy. So this person really is giving me an energy of just taking in vibrational energy from the water and the moon. Find elements that work well with you and really just sit in them and absorb the energy. It's like another way to bring in downloads. You know, so there's sun gazing, and then there's also moon gazing. I do both. And the sun gazing is like where you, and you have to be careful about this. So if you have light sensitivity issues, I wouldn't recommend it. But you kind of look off to the corner of the side corner of the sun or the rays of the sun, and you focus in for a few moments, and then you close your eyes and you place your hands over your eyes, and you'll see an orb of light, and you focus in on that light with your inner eye. That's a wonderful way to take in frequencies from the sun that are healing and helpful. And then you can do the same thing with the moon, especially on a full moon. Like, definitely get outside and just like, you know, really gaze at it, and then, you know, close your eyes and place your hands over your eyes, and then just like focus in on that orb. It's going to be a much softer orb, but you'll see a soft yellowish or white orb, and you just focus in on it, and it can be really great for downloading and taking in energies from the moon. Star Keeper. Yep. Cosmic ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. What did I just say? I can't make it up. I just said this. Okay, guys, so strong messaging in here. Whomever is resonating with this, you need to get grounded. And you get grounded by grounding into Gaia. That's Mother Earth. Whether it's the water, hiking, sitting under a tree, getting outside, whatever, you need to be grounding more, because this is going to help you. So there's something here about a cosmic ancestor. And we had 2 star groups come up. We had Arcturian energy and Andromedan energy. And we also had energy coming through from Venus in the reading as well. So there might be something here about the way that you show love and concern for others, you know, and the planet Venus, how that factors into it. But for sure, we have Andromedan and Arcturian energy. So this has to do with your star keeper, your cosmic ancestors, and how you really seed that light in your life, in yourself and in your life. There's certain steps and processes that will help fuel that energy. And that's the messaging I'm getting. So also you could be some sort of, you know, star keeper as well. Like a keeper of the stars. Somebody who's holding an aspect of this ancestral energy and is then taking that energy and projecting it outward into your experience. And so you might be driven to help or aid others in a certain way, and you've just always been that way and you don't really know why. Did you know that different star groups have different ways that maybe they've interacted with or served humanity, or potentially just how they are on their own, in their own, I guess, collectives or in regions in space or existence, how they are with each other in their societies, or how they have been towards humanity. So there might be certain aspects in your rooted beliefs, something that's more ancient than just your experiences here during this incarnation, that you are acting out and don't know why. So I definitely recommend, you know, doing some research into your Starseed group if you are aware of that. And if not, definitely you can leave a comment in the chat, or you can go to the description underneath the video and email me, and I'll be happy to do a Starseed reading for you. Wow, that's really beautiful energy. Whomever you are, something too with the download here about like seeding that energy in your life, like planting seeds of it throughout your life. You're somebody who came here for this experience. Like, you enjoy the challenge, even though at times it's frustrating. You enjoy the challenge of going up against these energies and transmuting them, or, you know, diminishing them or dissipating them. You are definitely in Hashira mode, you know, you enjoy that, whomever this is resonating with. Wow, let's get into our next deck here. I kind of am curious about the Star Keeper card and what the guidebook says on that. So I might actually go on ahead and read that. So I think that will be interesting. Yeah, let's take a look at that. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Okay, so that's Star Keeper. That's the first time I've seen this card. That's this one right here. It says, Cosmic Ancestors, see the light by staying grounded. Yeah, it says, you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may call to be in different places in the world to anchor this light, perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission: to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective. Let's see, as a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. So your Starseed activation says, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I acknowledge that I'm a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. Wow, guys, this is really powerful. Whoever this message is resonating with, like, you're like an anchor person. For those of you who haven't seen, I went to go see the other night, Deadpool, the new Deadpool, which, by the way, I don't care what anyone says, it was actually really, really good. It's probably my favorite. I was hearing that it was someone else's favorite, and I was like, it's really good. The messaging's really deep. That movie talks about a person on a timeline, which I'm not going to spoil it in case somebody wants to go see it. A person on a timeline being an anchor person, and the importance of them being there, and what happens when an anchor person is no longer on a timeline and how it affects it. It was wild. So I'm really getting that energy here, this anchor person energy. Like, and I've mentioned this in other readings, there's a lot of individuals in the collective at this time. Even if you are not actively doing something with your gifts or out talking about these things with others, it doesn't matter. Like, obviously, the more we help, the more we get involved, the better. But just you being here, just your energy being present is altering or shifting the timeline. And I talked about this in a previous video, that your auric field and the energy that it vibrates in around your body and throughout your body, that auric field is pushing out ahead of you. And so the way that it affects the energy field as you move around is actually shifting and changing things. So you are a key factor in this timeline. The fact that you are here in the energy field that you're in, vibrating the way that you are vibrating, is having an effect on this timeline. So just you being here is changing things. Things would be different if you were not here. So that's that Starkeeper energy, but even more so prominent because you are holding ancestral DNA to other origins, star origins, that have to do with your mission, your purpose, and your journey here. Whomever is resonating with this. I love Starseed readings. This is so cool. Talking about, beings from other collectives and groups and what they do here. It's amazing. And whomever this is like, you have basically like an energetic sword where you're able to cut through these dense, low vibing energies. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, so that's the Star Keeper card, guys. Let's go over here and do the Green Witch's Oracle. We're going to see what's here. I just felt drawn to pull from this deck. So we'll see if we can find out why. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Star Keeper up here. This is some awesome energy. I mean, wow. That's good lead energy. Shuffle here. We're going to take the card on the bottom. Spirit, any information for the collective on this topic? Anything you want them to know? Yes, so planning, setting, intentions, optimism. Remember we were talking about seeding into your experience, right? Where is that at? Oh yeah, Star Keeper. Yeah, seed the light. That's exactly what you're doing. You're seeding the light. Just by you being here. This is what I was just talking about. See how the person's pineal gland is lit up? It's active. Your pineal gland is very active. Just your being present and the way your energy emanates outwardly from you in this timeline is changing and shifting things. You are seeding just by being present. And then when you get active and start doing things too, whoa. Here, let's put this guy here. Wow, that's amazing. Very powerful energy. And you may not have even fully tapped into this all the way yet. You're just like doing things in the astral maybe while you're resting, or, you know, finding that certain energies don't tend to come around you, or if they do, they come around once, but they don't come around again type energy. There's a reason for that. If you haven't understood this or tapped into it fully, like, tap in, please. Like, do some research, meditate, pray, whatever it is that you do to connect spiritually. Like, really ask your higher self about how to tap into these energies. This is going to be internal work. It's not going to be something you're going to read a book on. I mean, you can definitely read up on the star seeds, but you really need to tap into you if you are resonating with this message and you're starting to notice these things pop up in your experience, but you're not really sure how to fully tap into it. Like, definitely, it's time to do some inner work, you know, like isolate, meditate, take time out just for you. If you're busy running around all the time, you need to stop and meditate more. Sit in nature. Hedge. Potential boundaries, indecision. You're at a crossroads. Do you see that? How the path goes two ways? Do you see the Libra justice scales in the center? Somebody here might be a Libra who's resonating with this. And we also see a reference to nature here as well. But you're definitely at a crossroads. Something is going on right now for you that you're figuring out. It could have to do with your gifts and abilities. Like, you're trying to understand that more and how to utilize these. You might be noticing that you have these gifts, and maybe you don't have someone around you right now that you can actually talk with about this. And you're at a crossroads, like, do I continue down this path? You know, exploring this and understanding more about what I know I'm experiencing, even if no one else gets it? Or do I just go the other path and just live a normal life? Which you're not going to be able to do anyways. What is normal these days? But not only that, just like, less about normal, not normal, more about authentic or inauthentic. Like, who are you really? And what kind of life are you living in relation to that? Are you being truly yourself? Or are you trying to fit some model or ideology that others have of what you should be? You're definitely not going to be as happy. But also, you're probably noticing that there is a longing for something more, and you're not really sure where it's coming from. It's because you really need to tap into your gifts and how to maybe shift things in your life to where you're more in alignment with what you're here to do, basically. Even if it's not through your work. Let's say you have a job that just isn't in alignment with these energies, finding other ways to tap in. You know, like I said, it could be a hobby. It could be, you know. Could be the time that you take to do other activities on the weekend, you know, where you tap into this energy, working with other groups of like mind, or, you know, starseed groups, or, you know, developing some new friendships or relationships that are more in alignment. Whatever it is, finding ways to tap in. Spring, rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. Yeah, you're in a springtime rebirth mode here. So we have our first birth in this incarnation, where we're infants, and then we're newborns, and then we have rebirths, possibly many times throughout our time here, where we come to new understandings, new awakenings, and then we have the opportunity to like take action on these things, or just let it pass us by. And then the universe presents us with another opportunity again. Whomever is resonating with this message, you've had an opportunity before that has to do with this awakening work. You weren't ready. It's back. The energy's never left, but that opportunity to look at this new pathway here. Where did it go? There we go. To explore a new pathway, that is back. I'm not sure exactly how that's showing up. I probably have to grab a different deck of cards, but to look deeper into that. But yeah, you're having some opportunities for you to like step into this rebirth energy again. That's how we see the symbolism of spring and the eggs. Everything has to do with rebirth, rebuilding, awakening. But this time, you've had enough experiences where you know you can't get around this energy. This is like truly who you are. Whomever is resonating with this message, I think you know it's go time. Which is probably why you've run into this video. Confirmation. Okay, let's take this one here. Hearth. Yeah, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. You are being informed by your guides that you are safe. It is okay to walk down this new path and be authentically you. It's like sitting by the hearth. And a hearth is more than just a fireplace. Like, you can cook food in it. There's like a nice shelf over the top of it with items you might need and pictures, and, you know, there might be like equipment or devices by the hearth, like a broom for sweeping, whatever. It's a whole area of like warmth and healing and tools that you need to assist you. You're being shown here by your guides. It is okay for you to go on ahead and start to explore this more, because you're already feeling the ascension symptoms. You're already feeling like the gifts and things. You're already noticing certain things, whomever is resonating with this. But you're just kind of like hanging back, like to see, can you just keep doing things the way you have been traditionally? And you can't. I mean, you could, but it's not gonna feel authentic. Let's put it that way. So just a thought there, you know, do with it what you will. But there's really strong messaging here that, you know, whomever you are, whatever starseed origin you have, you are a person that is getting ready to do some really cool stuff. And by cool, I mean like you're already like transmuting low vibing energies and dispersing them, and you know, you're able to do things astrally that, you know, these are very unique gifts, and it has to do with your starseed origin. So it's going to be very hard to ignore that this lifetime or during this current incarnation. It's going to be very challenging to just ignore that. And then you have to ask yourself the question, why would you want to? What is it that's causing you to believe that, you know, this is not worth looking into? Or, you know, is it something that you're fearful of? Does it create anxiety for you to do something different? Like, understand what the root issue is, so that way you can at least look at it from an honest or authentic point of view, instead of just kind of like trying to sideline it or pass everything off as a coincidence. Everything is not a coinky-dink. Matter of fact, most things are not a coinkydink. Most things are, you know, there's a reason why it has happened. And we just need to take time to explore and understand why that is. That is energy work. Yeah, remain calm. I'm surrounded by the energy of calm, peace, and prosperity. You're being guided by your angels to remain calm. Like there's some things shifting. You're seeing some wild stuff right now. Whomever you are, whoever's resonating with this, you're seeing some stuff. Remain calm. The angels remind you that calmness comes with the determination to live ever happily in the present moment, relinquishing the past and not worrying about the future, but in placing our lives firmly in the Creator's hands. Yeah, you have spiritual support, like your spirit team. There's guides here from your star ancestry. You might actually have guides on your team from your star ancestry. You are supported, whomever you are. This person is held by the stars. That's why you have that longing for the stars. You know that there's support there. You don't have to worry. You can engage with this, you know, I guess this exploration of self. Self-care popped up, by the way, guys. That popped up in the deck again. You can engage with this and not have to feel like it's not safe. It's perfectly safe. Okay, we had a bunch of cards fall out. Grounding, once again. Get outside, get by the water, get underneath the stars, get underneath the moon, sit outside at night, sit outside during the day, sit under a tree, go for a swim, whatever it is. Read a book under a tree, hug a tree. This one says, I'm steady and grounded. Your attention is directed up to high, as if you're not in your body. A balance is needed between a focus on spirit and a focus on earth. Grounding will help you to better concentrate and focus and will also increase your connections to the angels. So if you're a person who longs for that star energy and you're constantly looking up at the stars, but like when you drive your car, you don't even notice the beautiful scenery around you, you're being encouraged, like your focus is up too high all the time. It's fine to focus on the stars sometimes, but then we also have to focus on our life here, because this is where the work is happening right now. There will be a time for the stars, and that's all we do. Right now, it has to be balanced. And that's so that you can show up and be present in your life, this incarnation. So you're being encouraged, like, to balance that energy out. It can't always be you just like out of body, or, you know, some people even will meditate for the purposes of just getting out of body because they don't really like being present on this earthly plane. We really have to be balanced with that energy. These keep popping up. Anxiety. I inhale peace and exhale worry. Yeah. You're being asked to release, you know, worries and fears about the future. And that came up in this other card with grounding, releasing fears about the future. Somebody here might be dealing with a little bit of anxiety. And once again, like these readings are not meant to be a diagnosis or professional diagnoses. If you are definitely like dealing with anxiety-based symptoms or depression-based symptoms, please definitely reach out to a professional and, you know, get some help through a professional. There's nothing wrong with that. And as a matter of fact, it's highly recommended if you're needing support in that area. But somebody here might be dealing with some anxiety just day to day. So maybe the idea of like looking at another area of anything is very difficult when we're in that state. So it says the angels come to you to comfort you and remind you that you're not alone and that assistance is accessible to you if you need it. Take it as a message that you need to make some time for yourself, to unwind and concentrate on self-care. Let go of what you cannot change. So there's something in the energy about releasing, letting go of what you can't change that creates anxiety or fear of the future, and also taking time for yourself or self-care. That keeps coming up. So whomever this message is resonating with might need to take more time out for grounding and self-care. And then we have trust. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. You really need to trust the process here, as you are noticing and experiencing more of that Star Keeper energy showing up in your reality, in your timeline, you really need to be in a space of release, grounding, so that you can remain calm. Per usual, Spirit Team is giving you like a step-by-step of what you can do to help yourself explore and expand on your gifts and abilities that are surfacing at this time, and how to really step into them instead of stepping away from them. The angels ask you not to worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you will get exactly what you need. Some of you might be dealing with a situation right now who resonate with this message, that you are unsure how it will be resolved. And so you're being given acknowledgement that you're going through that, and also you're getting confirmation that whatever that is that you all are dealing with, it's getting ready to be handled. It's getting ready to be resolved here in short order. Okay? So don't even worry about it. You know, for some of you, it could be like 6 to 9 months. For some of you, it could be sooner. I don't know, but you're really being encouraged to step into this energy of self-care and releasing things that are outside of your control, most importantly, and allowing your guides, your spirit team, your, ancestral support to assist you in these areas that are outside of what you can do. Okay? Not to get caught up in those energies, but really to focus on what's happening right now, presently. Getting grounded with that and understanding more about it. Let's see what we have here. And that's the only way we do it, is by getting present and grounding out. Okay, last 2 cards here. We have Rebirth. I'm in constant bloom. I'm refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. This is the second time Rebirth is on the table. This is huge, huge, huge messaging for whomever is resonating with this. This is a time for rebirth. You've been offered this path before, and for whatever reason you weren't ready. It's back again, the offering, because you are ready this time. You are getting some steps and some guidance on how to engage with these energies. Listen. Whomever is resonating with this, you are seeing the signs and the messaging around you. This video will serve as confirmation for you. It says, I'm in constant bloom. I'm refreshed, rejuvenated, and reborn. You have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth, where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overreaching principles that guide you. The angels say to be prepared to be the best you can be. Yeah. You have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. It's back. What are you going to do with that? I can tell you what you should do, but then that's what I think. What matters is what you think. Based on your experiences and what you are seeing in your reality at this time, what do you think it is that you should do? That's what you really need to be thinking deeply about. And then we have joy. When I feel happy, I manifest more. Reasons to be happy. So this is a reminder that if you step into this energy, like, you are held, you are supported, you can have trust in that. This is a rebirth for you. You can remain calm and release worries and anxieties that you have about this path to your spirit team, your guides, your support. You have an ancestral history here that is like starseed based. So you're having a really powerful opportunity to step into something amazing. This is a whole different shift in your experience. And it just might be that you might experience joy because you're stepping into a more authentic aspect of yourself. It says, this angel reminds you that when we choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we are setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of life. And there it is. That's a really beautiful reading. Whomever this message is resonating with, I mean, key things to take away, like, you're already on the path here. You really need to ground out. you're so focused on that longing for the stars or something other that it could serve as a distraction for you. You're being encouraged to ground out and get present with your body. That's where the work is happening. Also to understand that just you being here is part of the work. You're like an anchor person. Your whole timeline, I'm not saying it would collapse, but you know, your whole timeline would shift greatly if you were not here, because your energy has an effect on things, even when you're not doing anything with it, just you being present. And you're also being told that this is a time of rebirth. You're having this opportunity to choose this path again. And it's time. You should definitely choose your higher path if you want to experience joy, like in a fuller sense than what you've experienced it maybe previously in your life. So, Star Keeper, whomever you are, gratitude. Thank you for being here. All of you who resonate with this message. And definitely, if you enjoyed the message today, please like, share, subscribe. This is how we get the messages out to more people. To all my subscribers, thank you. To all my new subs, thank you so much. And then for those of you who are just visiting the channel, I welcome you and thank you for being here. And I hope that you'll subscribe as well. Definitely, as you do that, it helps me to connect with the energy better. And so I'm able to pick up on energies associated with things that you might be experiencing or you might be dealing with. So those are like energetic forms of connection. So once again, thank you so much for being here with me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, whatever time of day you found this message. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. I thank you for being here, and I look forward to being with you in the next read. Okay, guys, bye-bye.